Well, good morning. This is John Sullivan of Sullivan's Projects, and here we are with a redo of yesterday. We're going to try to rearrange this sunrise a little bit for you. There we go. And I'm actually on Carr Canyon, as you can tell, looking east, and we're about ready to see a sunrise. It's a sunset in Kenya right now. Really beautiful. This is actually very, very rugged terrain, so as I get around to where you can see me, believe me, it's going to be a very dicey trip, and I'll show you why later. But anyways, here's another sunrise. I really like how the Jewish calendar does things, because they actually start the new day at the sunset of the day before, which I really, really like that, actually. Makes a lot of sense to me. And anyways, I did come up here and film yesterday. I made a really stupid mistake, and very avoidable, but I didn't have opportunity to use any of the great film I filmed yesterday. So today will be a do-over day. Unlike shuttle launches, where if you mess it up, you're stuck with it, you can actually redo the Sullivan's Project stuff. So here we are. See that sunrise coming up? Isn't that beautiful? Right now the astronomy's still pretty bad because we have pretty close to a full moon. Full moon's still up in the sky. Our friend David Blanchflower from London, I'm sorry, from England. Oh my God, I'm sorry, David, I didn't mean London. From England in the United Kingdom, as long as it lasts. He loves the moon, so we always joke on Twitter with each other about his moon versus my stars. But anyways, when we get you can see the sunrise actually coming up now. And what I'm going to do here is actually talk while I bring you around to the south, and you can actually see how the sun is showing up on the mountains out here. So here we go. Hopefully you can see that okay. I'm just going to film this in the blind because I will show you very quickly why this is such a crazy. Let me take this off the mount real quick. This is the crazy thing I'm at right now. So you can see it's pretty much a drop off down a wash going that way, and straight up a hill going the other way. And so there's that David Blanchflower moon hiding behind that tree. And to the south, you can see into Mexico and those wonderful mountains out there. And we're going to take it back from here and just spend some time looking at this sun as it hits. Which I believe that would be Miller Peak, but I'm not really sure. I think Miller Peak may actually be to the south, but that's Monument Pass. I call it Montezuma Pass, but they call it Montezuma Pass. I call it Monument Pass. It's the Coronado National Monument, so it makes sense to call it the monument. Anyways, flipping back around to the sun. Really was a beautiful sunrise. And I continue. So let me make myself down to visibility again, or at least a little visibility of a good silhouette for you. I almost put my eye into a yucca plant. That would not be good. Anyways, this is my cancer update as of August, I think it's 21st already. Let me just check. Yep, Sunday, August 21st, 2016. Got some birthdays coming up. Katie and Kelly, my youngest sisters, were born when I was actually in the Navy already. Didn't get a chance to see them until I came back to the States, and they were already very exciting twins that were conspiring to keep Mom awake 24 hours a day. One would sleep just fine through the other's cries, and then the other one would wake up and the first one would sleep. So I understand I have a lot of pictures to figure out who's who, because they really looked alike to me back then. So one always wore purple, one always wore pink, so I'll sort the pictures by that. Still working on getting that studio together, but I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of pictures that very few people have ever seen. I need to sort through, plus a lot of negatives I need to get reprocessed into prints because I gave all the prints away. But got a lot of stuff to do, and I told Christine Jones yesterday, I'm pretty much have shut down the Liberty 72 line for now. It's just a money thing right now, and that'll give me a chance to try to rework some of that to actually make it better than it was before. And I'm very excited about that. So back to the south, we're gonna even be stupider than this. Try to take you down to a different spot here. And this is lovely Cochise County. I'm not having the kind of luck I had out in Florida with commercial tourism stuff. And Sierra Vista traffic is not doing anything to help itself, because you really got to figure it must have been designed by a council of idiots. I mean, I really mean that. I mean that in the most sincere fashion. If you're coming out of Home Depot trying to make a westbound onto Avenida Cochise, you got to basically go about 3 miles to do a turnaround, because it's just the city was just designed by a commission of idiots. So I'm going to be on with Rachel Gray and everybody else about that until they finally get some smarts and do more than just put signs up to try to get tourists and more businesses here, because Sierra Vista knows I love you. But oh my God, the place was intentionally designed by a panel of morons, I'm telling you, when it comes to traffic design. They just got to fix that before I proactively try to market that city anymore, because right now I'm working with crap with the city of Sierra Vista's traffic flow. You know, you're coming up on a sign, and the sign is unreadable usually, what the road is, and that by the time you can read it, you've already passed it. Some very few signs actually have signs ahead saying Buffalo Soldier Trail next, and it has an arrow. But that's the exception, not the rule. It's very hard to get into local businesses, even if you know where they are, because of the traffic flow. And it's something that I've been pondering whether I should be critical or constructively critical about. But at this point, I've just taken a look, and the way I can figure it, I don't know what happened when, but you can't do any U-turns. You can only make left-hand turns only, and there's no way to actually make a left-hand turn out of a side street. You got to turn right, and good luck figuring how to flip around, because it's just impossible. And so that's going to be one of my projects for the rest of this year, is to try to convince the city and whoever does the traffic flow to make it something that I can work with, trying to market Sierra Vista. And they have the little banners up everywhere, and they have the little sayings, and they hire these people and give them a lot of money to market the place. But I'm telling you what, just with my hashtag Sierra Vista Beautiful, I think I can do a better job than these guys are doing, and I'm not going to charge anything for it. I just want people and businesses to come down here and see what a wonderful place this is, and my videos and my pictures do that all the time. But these guys have to actually try. I mean, that's just it. They can't just say, oh, we have a marketing budget and we're going to go national, and here's our little sign and our saying and this and that. And then when you come down here, you're like, how the hell do you even find where you're going, you know, or get to where you're going? So it's a serious issue with me, and I think that's the big showstopper to making Sierra Vista the success that it should be. On the flip side of that, it's not Tucson. It's 1,000 times better than Tucson. And we already have another great thing going for us, and that's that the roads are in Cochise County are nothing at all like they are in Pima County. So at least we have that to contrast with. But it's just so easy to make it better on the cheap, just to get some better traffic flow. And I don't know what happened when, but it's just unacceptable. So I'm going to be working hard with that, getting to the traffic people who actually are responsible for the existing design, try to figure out what the hell is in their minds, and see if we can find some way to improve that and make it more of a functional city, like most cities that want to be good in tourism and business opportunities would be. Anyways, Kelly Ward, in 9 days now, I'm going to be voting at 6:30 in the morning at the church about a block from my house, and then going to work. And I've been very, very excited that she's done such a great campaign. And you really know that John McCain has, he's scared to death of this girl, because he has his little paid for by John McCain ad run by friends of John McCain, and they are really just going grasping for straws. Now I happen to know up in Mojave County that Kelly Ward did actually sponsor a seminar for locals that were concerned about chemtrails, and if you actually look at the videos fairly, you'll understand that Kelly chemtrail is just a bogus myth, because Chemtrail Kelly was actually, if you look at the video, very skeptical of the whole idea of all this chemtrail stuff. But what she was trying to do was listen to her constituents. They had concerns, and her answer was to bring in the Arizona Department of Air Quality, whoever they are. Two people came out and spoke as experts to basically say that, first of all, they didn't have any jurisdiction over the air that they were complaining about, and the contrails caused by jets. Which happens is, when jets are flying through cold air, they put out hot exhaust, and the hot exhaust turns into condensation trails. And the whole chemtrail thing was just it was just bogus. That's all they have to go on. That's all they have. I mean, it's just there was nothing to it, but that was the big thing that McCain decided he wanted to use to try to discredit Kelly Ward. So that's really funny to me. But as far as the Friends of John McCain Super PAC, well, John McCain doesn't have any friends here in Arizona. His friends are liberals, Democrats, Chamber of Commerce, K Street, the Bubbas, the people who are pretty much bribing him for government contracts through the donation mechanism. And as you can see, I've said many times before, John McCain is a very, very historic and important figure in American history. The son of an admiral, and the grandson of an admiral in the Navy. He became a captain in the Navy. Very, very impressed with the way that he left with honor and dignity after being a prisoner of war. But since he went to the Congress and then the Senate, he's just been nothing but just a DC insider, a part of the system. Has really no ties here to Arizona at all, unless we're talking Paradise Valley or Scottsdale or some of those rich places. Just really has no connection at all, like Kelly Ward does, to the common person. And I just can't believe that the guy's still trying to run at 80 years old. I wish his health all the best. I wish his life all the best. I wish his wife all the best. Megan, his daughter, is really fun to listen to on the radio. I wish her all the best. But this guy